Hello world. I'm riding. I'm just thinking though about that game Monopoly that we used to play as kids. And how, if you really think about it, it's the example that we should take and really take some knowledge from. If you never played Monopoly, it's a little cool game. It take a long time, just like life. And that's why I think Monopoly could have been called life. But the game Monopoly, you roll your dice, however many you go, you take your piece, you go around the board. There's some cheap pieces of property on the board, some intermediate, some kind of expensive, and then expensive piece of property. The game got railroads and utility, just like life. And you know, if you feel like a property is worth it, you buy it, and you may put your house or you might put some hotels on it, and if a person lands on your property, they have to pay you. Now, I feel like that's the example that we could take in life. Of course, you got to roll the dice first off. Pardon me. But you got to roll the dice first. And then when you land, you might see the opportunity. And that's just in life. You might have the opportunity to put your business, for example, your house, for example. You might have an example for a gym, for a hotel, salon, barbershop, tattoo parlor. Whatever skill you might have an idea. So you roll the dice and you land on the spot. You put some money in it. And that's your spot. You roll the dice, you go around, you land somewhere else, you could put money there and put property in there. That's your spot. You roll the dice, you go around, you land on another place you like, it's not taken. You could buy it and that could be your spot. This is the example that we should take. We should put ourselves into many different ventures to exceed, to be able to increase our revenue from different sources. You might have the opportunity to go into the railroad, the opportunity to go into utilities. Do well, might be able to get you some expensive property and put some hotels on that and really get the big bucks. But you roll the dice, and it's also the possibility of going to jail. I mean, that's just life. In the game, you know, you can pull a card, go to jail. You can pull a community chest, and you might luck up. That's life. You might get a little luck. But Monopoly is a lot like life. You gotta roll the dice. Can't be afraid to put your money into something, put your money into a business. Can't be afraid of the downfalls that might come with standing up, rebellion. You might go to jail. Another thing that I gained from the game of Monopoly, eventually you don't want to owe nobody nothing. You don't want to owe the bank nothing. You want the bank to always come to you. So we got to get away from loans. That's real life. And if you ask me, the game of Monopoly, like I said, should have been called life. And one of the key things that wasn't on Monopoly that's important in life is education. That it's no school you can land on and you can be the dean or the head of professors or nothing. It's no school you can land on. So with that being said, I don't really know if school is one of them things that you should have to waste money on. But first thing first, we gotta roll the dice. Let's roll the dice and see where we land. And if we land in a decent spot, let's put our money and ourselves into our businesses. And then we can eventually start taxing people for our services. Monopoly. It's a lot like life. Peace.